Hello, and welcome to another episode of Fluent English Journey. I am so happy that you are here with me today. If this is your first time listening, thank you for joining. And if you are a regular listener, welcome back. This podcast is made just for you, people who are learning English and want to improve their listening and speaking skills in a simple and useful way. Every episode, we talk about life, self-growth, learning, and, of course, English. We speak in easy and clear English. This way, you can practice your English while learning important life lessons at the same time. Today, our topic is very important. Stop comparing yourself to others. Yes, we all do it sometimes. We look at other people and think they are better than us. Maybe we think they are more beautiful, smarter, richer, or more successful. Maybe we feel they speak English better than we do. And then we start to feel bad. We feel like we are not good enough. But here's the truth. Comparing yourself to others is not helpful. It can hurt your mind and your heart. It can also stop you from growing and learning. It makes you feel unhappy, tired, or even frustrated. This topic is especially important for students and people learning English. Maybe you feel shy because other students speak English more fluently. Maybe you feel slow because others learn faster. Maybe you think, I will never be as good as them. These thoughts are very common. Almost everyone has them. But they're not useful. They can make you feel sad, tired, and even stop you from studying or practicing. That is why we need to talk about this today. In this episode, I will explain why people compare themselves to others, why comparing yourself is not good for you, what you can do instead of comparing yourself. I will also share tips, real-life examples, and even a short story to help you feel better and stronger. You will learn how to focus on your own journey, your own goals, and your own small progress. Remember, learning is not a race. It is a personal journey. Every step you take, no matter how small, is important. By listening to this podcast today, you are already doing something great. So, take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy this episode. Why people compare themselves to others. Let's start by talking about something that almost everyone does, comparing ourselves to others. What does this mean? To compare yourself to someone means that you look at them and then look at yourself. You ask, am I better or worse than this person? You look at their life, their skills, or their appearance. Then you think about what you do not have or what you are not. This can happen in many parts of life, and it happens to almost everyone. Let me give you some examples. At school, maybe you see a student who always gets better grades than you. You might think, why am I not as smart as them? Or maybe someone is very good at sports and you are not. You may say to yourself, they are so strong. I can never be like that. At work, you may see a colleague getting a promotion or earning more money. You feel like they are more successful than you. You start thinking, what is wrong with me? Why am I not there yet? About looks, you might see someone who is tall, beautiful, or has clear skin. You compare your face or your body to theirs. You might feel sad, thinking, I am not attractive enough. Social media. Today, social media makes this even more common. We see pictures of people traveling, having fun, or achieving great things. And we think, why am I not like them? All of this is very normal, but it is not helpful. Comparing yourself to others can make you feel sad and stop you from focusing on your own life and learning. You feel sad and unhappy. Comparing yourself to others can also bring stress and worry. You might think, why am I not like them? Why am I not successful yet? These thoughts can stay in your mind all day. They make you feel nervous and worried. Another problem is low confidence. When you constantly compare yourself, you may start to believe that you are not good enough. You may think your skills, your body, or your life are not as valuable as other people's. This can make you shy, scared, or afraid to try new things. Comparison can also slow down your learning and growth. For example, if you are learning English, You might stop practicing because you feel other people are better. You may think, I will never speak like them, and then you lose motivation. But learning is not about being the best. It is about improving a little bit every day. The truth is, comparison hides your own progress. Everyone has small victories every day. Maybe you learned 5 new words today, or you read a short article in English. Maybe you spoke to someone even if you felt nervous. These are all successes. But if you compare, you only see what others have, not what you have achieved. So, how does this happen? Comparison often comes from a quiet voice inside your head. This voice says, I am not enough. It comes from fear, fear of not being loved, fear of not being successful, fear of not being good. But this voice is not telling the truth. You are not less because someone else has more. You are not slow because someone else learns fast. You are not bad because someone else is good. You are simply you, and that is enough. Remember, everyone has a different life, a different journey, and a different time. Just because someone is ahead of you today does not mean they will always be ahead. And just because you're behind today does not mean you will stay behind. How to stop comparing yourself. Step 1 is to notice the habit. When you catch yourself thinking, they are better than me, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, why am I thinking this? Is this helpful? Is this true? Most of the time, the answer is no. That person is just different. Their life is not your life. Their success is not your failure. Step 2 is to focus on your own journey. Your life, your goals, and your progress are important. Think about small things you did today that were good. Maybe you practiced speaking English. Maybe you understood a new word. Celebrate these little wins. Step 3 is to practice gratitude. Be thankful for what you already have. Maybe you have supportive friends, a family who cares for you, or the chance to learn English. When you appreciate your own life, you feel happier and stronger. Step 4 is to remember the full story. When you see someone on social media, remember that you do not see everything. People only show the best parts of their lives. You do not see their hard work, their mistakes, or their struggles. Comparing yourself to only the good parts is unfair and unhelpful. A short story to help you. Let me tell you a story. There was a young boy named Alex. Alex loved to draw, but he often looked at his classmates' drawings. He thought, their drawings are better than mine. I am not good at all. Alex felt sad and stopped drawing for a while. One day, his teacher said, Alex, look at how much you have improved. Your drawings are unique. They show your ideas and your feelings. Alex realized that comparing himself to others made him forget his own progress. He started drawing again, focusing on enjoying his own journey. Soon, Alex's drawings became even better. The lesson is clear. Focus on your journey, not someone else's. Your progress, no matter how small, is important. Conclusion. Comparing yourself to others may seem normal, but too much comparison can hurt your happiness, confidence, and growth. Instead of comparing, notice the habit, focus on your own journey, celebrate small wins, practice gratitude, and remember that everyone has a different path. Your life is your story. Your progress is yours alone. You do not need to be like anyone else. Just being yourself is more than enough. Another problem that comes with comparison is stress. When you think you are not doing enough, or you are not learning fast enough, you feel pressure. You may feel like you have to run faster just to catch up with others. You might worry too much about the future. This worry makes your body and mind tired. Some people even stop sleeping well or lose interest in things they enjoy. Their mind is always thinking about what they do not have or what they're not. Then comes low self-confidence. Low self-confidence means you stop believing in yourself. You look at others and think, they are better than me. After a while, these thoughts grow stronger. You may start thinking, I am not smart, or I am not good at anything. Slowly, you stop trying new things. You do not speak in class. You do not apply for a job. You do not practice speaking English because you think your English is bad. But the truth is your English is not bad. You just stopped believing in yourself. Example 1. Sarah. Imagine a girl named Sarah. She is learning English. Every day, she studies, listens to podcasts, and practices speaking. One day, she hears another student speaking English very fluently. That student uses big words and speaks fast. Suddenly, Sarah feels small. She thinks, I will never speak like that. She feels sad and stressed. She asks herself, what is the point of learning? After that, Sarah loses confidence. She stops speaking in class. She does not ask questions anymore. She even thinks about giving up. But here's the truth. Nothing has changed about Sarah's skills. She is still learning and improving. The problem is comparison. Comparison created a lie in her mind. I am not good enough. And that lie stopped her progress. Comparison works like this. It takes away your joy and gives you pain. It makes you forget your own journey and focus only on others. It is like walking on your own road, but always looking at someone else's road. You trip, you fall, and you lose direction. Example 2. Rafi. Now imagine a young man named Rafi. He just started a new job. He works hard and is learning new things. One day, he sees a friend on social media. His friend already has a better job, a nice car, and goes on holidays. Rafi starts feeling bad. He thinks, why am I so behind? Rafi forgets that he is still growing. He forgets that his friend may have started earlier or had different help. Comparison takes that away. Now, Rafi feels stressed and unmotivated at work. He thinks he will never reach that level. But if Rafi just focuses on his own work and keeps learning, he can reach his goals. Comparison blocks growth and slows you down. The lesson. When you keep looking at others, you do not notice your own progress. You do not see your small wins. You forget to celebrate your own steps. Remember, everyone's life is different. Everyone starts at a different point and moves at a different speed. Life is not a race. Your value does not change just because someone else is doing better. You should be proud of your own journey. Even if you are not where you want to be yet, you are still moving forward. And that is something to be proud of. The next time you feel sad because someone is ahead of you, stop and breathe. Remind yourself, I am doing my best. That is enough. Comparison can steal your confidence and your joy. In the next part of this episode, we will talk about how to stop this habit and what you can do instead. You will learn how to turn comparison into motivation and how to focus on your own path with a happy and peaceful heart. Why you should stop comparing. Now let's talk about why you should stop comparing yourself to others. It may sound simple, but it is very powerful. When you stop comparing yourself, you give yourself the chance to grow, feel better, and enjoy your life more. First, you must remember something important. Every person has their own journey. This means we all have a different story. Some people start learning English when they are very young. Others start as adults. Some live in English-speaking countries and hear English every day. Others only hear English at school or online. So, when you compare your English to someone else's, you forget this truth. Everyone is walking on a different road. Just because someone is ahead of you does not mean you're behind. It just means your road is different. It is also important to understand that people are different. We come from different families. We have different levels of education, different jobs, and different goals. Some people have more time to study, while others work long hours and can only study at night. Some get more help from teachers or friends, and others must learn on their own. We all also have different talents. One person may learn grammar quickly, while another is good at speaking. That is perfectly normal. We are not robots. We are humans, and humans are not all the same. Think about it like this. If you plant a flower and a tree on the same day, the tree will take longer to grow. But that doesn't mean the flower is better. The flower grows fast and blooms early. The tree grows slowly, but later it becomes big and strong, giving shade to others. In the same way, you're growing at your own speed, and that is perfectly okay. When you focus on others, you miss the chance to see your own progress. But when you focus on yourself, you notice all the little steps you are taking. And these small steps really matter. For example, last month, you could only say a few sentences in English. Now, you can speak for 2 or 3 minutes without stopping. That is progress. Last week, you learned 5 new words. That is success. Small steps may not look big, but they move you forward. Step by step, you grow. Another reason to stop comparing is this: comparison takes your energy away. You spend so much time thinking about others that you forget to work on your own goals. Instead of practicing, you sit and feel sad. Instead of writing, you scroll through social media and feel bad about your life. But when you stop comparing, you take that energy back. You start using your time better. You study more, read more, speak more, and that is when real improvement happens. Let's go back to our friend Sarah, the English learner. After comparing herself to another student, she felt bad. But later, she decided to stop. She told herself, "I'm not that student. I am Sarah and I'm doing my best." She started focusing on her own study. She watched videos, listened to podcasts, and practiced a little every day. Slowly, she started improving. She felt happier, more confident, and proud of her own progress. After a few weeks, Sarah's confidence grew. She could speak more clearly, and she felt happy again. She didn't become fluent overnight, but she became better because she focused on her own path. This can happen for you too. When you stop comparing yourself and start focusing on your own journey, life becomes easier. You stop feeling heavy inside. You become more positive. You start enjoying learning. Most importantly, you begin believing in yourself again. Always remember, you're enough. You're already on your way. Every step counts, and no one else can walk your path, only you. You don't need to be the best. You just need to keep moving forward. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Are you doing a little better today than yesterday? Then that is success. What to do instead? Helpful tips. Now that we've talked about why comparing yourself to others is not helpful, let's talk about something even more important: what you can do instead. When you stop comparing yourself, you create space for better things: more focus, more confidence, and more peace. Here are some simple tips that can really help you in your life and in your English learning journey. 1. Focus on your own goals. Instead of thinking about what other people are doing, focus on what you want to do. Your goals can be small and personal. For example, maybe you want to learn 10 new English words this week. Maybe your goal is to speak in English for 5 minutes without stopping. Whatever your goal is, make it clear and make it about you, not someone else. Don't say, "I want to be like that YouTuber who speaks perfect English." Instead, say, "I want to speak a little more confidently this month." When your eyes are on your own goal, you don't have time to look at others. You are busy walking your own path, and that is the best place to be. 2. Celebrate your small progress. Many people only feel happy when they reach a big goal. But small progress is just as important. For example, maybe you finally understood a grammar rule. Maybe you used a new word in conversation. Maybe you practiced English today, even if it was only for 10 minutes. That is progress. Celebrate it. Say to yourself, "I'm proud of me. I did something today." You can also write your progress in a notebook. That way, when you feel down, you can look at your past progress and feel strong again. 3. Limit your time on social media. Social media is often a big reason why people compare themselves. You open your phone and see someone speaking English fluently, traveling, or showing a perfect life. But remember, what you see on social media is not the whole truth. People only share their best moments, not their mistakes, sadness, or hard work. It is easy to feel small when you only see other people's good parts. So take a break. You don't have to delete your apps, but spend less time there. Maybe check social media once a day instead of 10 times. Use that extra time to practice English, read a book, or relax. 4. Focus on learning, not competing. 5. Practice gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful for what you have. It does not mean you have everything you want. It means you choose to focus on the good things in your life. Every day, try to think of 3 things you are grateful for. For example, you might be thankful for your family. You might be thankful for your health. You might be thankful for the chance to learn English. Maybe you are thankful for your teacher, your phone, or even this podcast. Gratitude helps you feel rich inside. It helps you stop thinking about what others have and start seeing the value in your own life. 6. Remember your strengths. You are not weak or less than others. You have your own talents and good qualities. For example, maybe you are kind. Maybe you are hardworking. Maybe you are good at helping others, cooking, listening, or writing. You may not be perfect at English yet, but you are strong in many ways. Make a list of things you are good at. Read it when you feel down. It is a good reminder that you are already enough. Yes, you can improve your English, but you don't need to feel small while doing it. 7. Be patient. Learning takes time. This is very important. No one becomes fluent in a week or even in a month. Learning English or anything big takes time, practice, effort. Some days you will feel strong. Other days you will feel tired. That is okay. Just keep going. Be kind to yourself. Don't rush. Don't expect to be perfect. Do your best every day. One day, you will look back and be amazed at how far you have come. Let's think about Sarah again. Sarah once compared herself to others and felt low. But then she started using these tips. She made her own small goals. She wrote about her progress. She took breaks from social media. She thanked herself for her efforts. She remembered she was kind and helpful. She reminded herself to be patient. Over time, Sarah felt better. Her English started to improve too. You can do the same. Start small. Pick 1 or 2 tips from this list and try them today. Over time, these small habits will help you feel stronger, more positive, and focused on your own journey. A short story of encouragement. Let me share a story about a young man named Armin. Armin was from a small town and had a big dream. He wanted to speak English fluently so he could get a better job and travel one day. He worked in a shop during the day and studied English at night. He didn't go to a big school and he didn't have a teacher. He was learning on his own using YouTube, podcasts, and free websites. At first, Armin felt excited. Every new word he learned made him feel proud. But slowly, he started watching videos where people spoke very fluently. They used difficult words, spoke fast, and sounded perfect. He also joined an English Facebook group where everyone shared videos of their speaking practice. Many people in the group sounded better than him. That is when Armin started comparing himself. He thought, "Why is my English so bad? I am working hard, but I still make mistakes." He felt small. He stopped enjoying learning. He felt shy to speak even in simple conversations. Armin started feeling alone. He thought, maybe I will never be good enough. Every time he saw someone else doing better, he felt worse. One day, he was watching a video on YouTube. In the video, the speaker said, "Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. That sentence stayed in his mind. Armin thought about it for a while and realized something important. Maybe the people he was comparing himself to had started years ago. Maybe they had more time, more help, or more practice. It was not fair to compare. Armin was on his own journey, and his journey had just started. From that day, Armin made a small change. He took a notebook and wrote down one small English goal every week. Not to be the best, but to be better than before. For example, one week, his goal was to speak English for 2 minutes a day. Another week, his goal was to learn 10 new words and use them in sentences. Slowly, week by week, he started to enjoy learning again. He stopped looking at other people so much and started watching his own progress. He began to notice his improvements. He could understand more. He could speak without as much fear. He made some new friends online and practiced speaking with them. He felt stronger, more confident, and happier. He wasn't perfect, but he was improving. And most importantly, he felt free from comparison and free from pressure. Armin's story reminds us that comparing ourselves to others can steal our happiness. But when we focus on our own path, even small progress can feel like a big win. You don't need to be like anyone else. You just need to be a better version of yourself, one step at a time. A message to you. Before we finish today's episode, I want to speak directly to you, the person who is listening right now. I want to tell you something important, something you may not hear often. You are doing great. Really. You are learning English. You are trying. You are improving. That is something to be proud of. I know it's not always easy. Learning a new language takes time, patience, courage. There are days when you feel strong and confident, and there are days when you feel tired or unsure. That is normal. Everyone feels this way, even people who seem perfect or fluent. The truth is, you are doing something amazing. You are building a new skill. You are opening new doors in your life. That takes real strength. It's easy to look at other people and think, they are better than me. I will never be like them. But remember what we talked about today. You don't have to be like anyone else. You just have to be yourself. And you're enough. Your progress matters. Your small steps matter. Even if you only learn one new word today, that is a victory. Even if you only speak for 1 minute in English, that is success. Every little effort you make brings you closer to your goal. Be kind to yourself. Don't speak badly to yourself when you make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. They are not the end. They are the beginning. Every mistake you make is a sign that you are trying. And trying is the most important thing. If you keep going, if you keep practicing, you will get better. You will grow. And one day, you will look back and be proud of how far you've come. Also, remember to stay focused on your own path. You are walking your own journey, step by step, at your own speed. That is okay. Don't rush. Don't push yourself too hard. Just take one step today, then one more step tomorrow, and the day after that. That is how real change happens, slowly, quietly, one day at a time. Keep your eyes on your own progress and let others walk their own path. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I am really happy that you listened to this helpful and amazing episode here at Fluent English Journey. I hope this episode helped you feel stronger, more hopeful, more motivated. If you enjoyed this podcast, I invite you to listen again next time. Every episode is here to support you, guide you, and grow with you. Remember, you're not alone. We are all learning together. So keep believing in yourself. Keep going and never forget. Your journey is special. Your progress is real. Until next time, take care. Keep learning. Stay kind to yourself. You've got this.